Okay, I think everything is okay, so we can start the stream. And thank you for following it. I just saw that. Okay, before we go, let's do the introduction. I'm Fio from Fio's Gaming Channel. Good morning after evening, and today we will stream. I'm making a monster. This is a new visual novel from Zorky Studios, and it is part of ChooseWiselyFestival that is hosted by Studio F1, where the choices matters in the games that we play. So yeah, uh, they said this is a prologue or playable trailer, and it is quite short. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, this demo is just got out, and wait, where is that one? Let me turn off desktop audio. I almost forgot to turn off desktop audio, and I think yeah, game capture is on. Should be good. Let me put the link of the game. Where is the link of the game? I forgot that. I haven't put the link of the game on this. Where is that? Where is that? This is the game link. Put on the chat. There. It should be good. Also, hi. Yes, we may have to update the screen. Yeah, I have an idea for the new screen, but it will take some time. But I will update that definitely. Also, yeah, let's start the game. I think everything is okay. My voice is there. And everything is there. Should be good. Okay, let's start. Let me disable the audio of the music. Where is that? Idle song. This. Then let me start the game. Okay, this should be a breeze. So let's see. And as always, game like this usually has a lot of feelings. Be warned. Okay, I think you can see the game screen and you can hear the music, right? I just want to make sure both are okay. Then if both are okay, I think we can continue on this part. Okay. Okay, should be good. Where is my stream chat? Hello? Wait, yeah. Ah, there. My stream chat is not loading properly before, but now it's loading now. Uh, what are you saying, Yami? Hello, Hajung. Hello, Yami. To you live in tropics. Just make it forever summer. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so let's start the game. Yeah, game music is a bit quiet because the game music is actually small. Let me just increase a bit. Later we can increase on the game. Okay, thank you for playing. Thank you for trying out this prologue. We are a two-person team based on Canada, and we hope you enjoy our game. The prologue is 10 to 15 minutes long, and we encourage replaying it at least once to explore different options. Continue. Okay, start with settings, content warnings, quick report, and save your spot in the beta. Okay, let's check the content warning first. Also, sorry bot, thank you. Okay, content warnings. Off-screen death, mention self-neglect, and using distractions to run from issues. Okay, that is those kind of content warning. Maybe they will update it as we go later on. So yeah, that is the content warning from this game. Let's start. Okay, so this is the name, Ovir Sonat. We can choose the pronoun, and okay. So we can choose multiple pronouns. Okay, that is interesting. She, them, they, them, him, it is, him, desire, him, paper, purpose. Okay, there is a lot of choices in here. At the moment, I will use the one that the game provided. So them and the name is offers on it. Okay, let's use this. Submit. Okay. Okay. I have ice water with me to drink, so it should be good. Okay. Let's start. The year leading up to it was much like any other. The moments loop in Over's mind, ceaseless and rough as river rapids. If they had known. Over is at the beach. They are guarding the spot Delaney claimed while she grabs snacks. Don't move an inch, she said. Over considers the blowing sands lifted by the chilly breeze coming off the water, then look up to the clear sky. They wish they'd brought a book. They shiver slightly. Summer wasn't supposed to be so cold. Okay, Delaney said don't move an inch, so let's wait. Over lies back and closed their eyes. Why not let themselves be pampered for once? Could they have shared more time together? Over reclines against the park bench. Delaney left to use the bathroom, and Over's been conjuring small flames above their fingers to pass the time and keep the autumn chill at bay. The bench is hard and its seat awkwardly angled. Over shifts uncomfortably. They notice some movement in the corner of their eye and turn to see a sausage vendor. A sign proclaims the sale of homemade apple cider. That is interesting, but keep waiting first. Over doesn't really like apple cider and cannot remember Delaney's opinion in it. Getting up for something no one wants is an unnecessary hassle. After some time, Delaney returns. Shall we? She asks. Over leans back on the terrible bench. I'm not sure. I was just figuring out the ideal position to not be incredibly uncomfortable on this demonic piece of wood. Delaney smiles. I'll leave you to it then. Or? She asks. Or you could help me exorcise the demon, and we could trap and study them. You've got my attention. What do we need for an exorcism? Exorcism time! Sort of. The two began an intense but leisurely walk and talk, speculating on demons, exorcisms, and summoning circles. I don't think we need to give up just because there aren't any recorded sightings of demons or any proof of their existence. Delaney laughs. All the more glory for us once we catch this one. Many plans are formed, but alas, nothing came of them. The sun began to set, and goodbyes are made. We'll get them next time, Delaney promises. Yep, very pretty arc. Could they have stopped it? It's New Year's Eve, and Over is at Abella's. They are chatting with Max about their new job. Corey comes by with champagne flutes. I don't know what Delaney is doing in the kitchen, but she said to disturb her at your peril. Max laughs and takes the proffered glass. We'll need to take a look then. Leave the lady to her devices. I think on this playthrough I will choose this. I don't know, last time I pushed her, she made good on the thread. Oh, what happened? Max asks, wide-eyed. Over looks away sheepishly. I don't want to talk about it. Max turns to face the others. Abela? If Over doesn't want to talk about it, then you won't hear it from me. Corey? I'm so glad you asked. You see, Corey! Abela groans. Come on, it wasn't that bad. You don't really mind, do you, Over? You do mind, actually. No, I do mind, Over says. Oh, my bad then. Corey frowns. I didn't want to make you all uncomfortable. Over smiles. No harm done. Anyone want to bet on what Eleni is up to in the kitchen? Max asks. The conversation flows to other places from there. Is everything inevitable? Okay, there are fresh tulips on the windowsill. Delaney brought them over. She'd said they were the first blooms of the year. She left a few minutes ago, and Over is cleaning up the dishes from their shared lunch. They had argued. They had argued over the components of the new spell, and Delaney had said something very hurtful. The flowers and lunch were an apology. The room feels emptier now that she's gone. Finish your chores. Over focuses on the dishes. They can call Delaney later. But later never comes. Over won't speak to Delaney again. That said, a month passes. There are many monsters in our stories. Some come from the folklore and seek to tempt, harm, or devour. Others come from history. They have already tempted, harmed, and devoured. Okay, let's check out monsters. And some monsters come from us. We shape them through our words and by our actions. We give them their truth, their name, and they rise for us to tempt and harm and devour. All monsters leave scars upon us, though the scars themselves vary. And these scars sometimes birth their own monsters. Monsters born of our skin, of our pain, of our isolation. Scars. Scars are a raw or scabbed or healed, somewhat independent of time. Depth has more to do with it than freshness. The scars that run deep can cut more than anyone might realize. Oversonnet has a raw and angry scar. It itches and bleeds their soul. No matter how they hold, it will not cease its scratching. Then one day, okay, take care, Annette. Have a good lurk and take care. Hope the work treats you nicely. Then one day, Over has been shut in their room for a month. They have not eaten a proper meal in more than a week. They have only drunk water under extreme duress. Today, Over opens the door to their room of their own volition, a rare occurrence their friends will be equally excited and nervous about, and stumbles from its dark depth with a dehydrated wobble to their step. Fumbling for some scrap paper and tearing off the lid to a pen, Over drops onto a stool and begins to sketch. Fervor and ink splatter onto page after page in unsteady strokes. Hours later, after hours during which friends come over and find Over, are relieved to see them out of their room and then distraught again to find Over unable to tear themselves from work. Over holds up a final page of formulas and diagrams. On this wallow in despair. No, they say. I'm not certain it can be done. Over slumps on their stool, resting their forehead against the desk. What can be done? What can't be done? Over jumps at the sound, almost falling over in the process. They had noticed that a friend had crept into their kitchen while they worked. Abella leans out from the doorway, mixing bowl in hand, trying to hide her worry behind a smile. Over perks themselves up. They've never failed before, so why start believing they might now? Oh, Abella, they say. I'm trying to make something unlike anything I've made before. Abella continues stirring, waiting. She has played this game before. Make something redemptive. I'm making something redemptive. Abella raises an eyebrow. Tell her the truth. I'm making a monster. The end. That is the prologue. Okay, that is an interesting prologue for this, honestly. But let's see the other path if we take the other choices. Yes, and that is a really beautiful doggo. That's too. Okay, this is the credits. A lot of interesting things. And let's restart. Okay? Yep, go doggo. Let's restart. Yeah, they said let's replay at least once to choose another option, and that is what I will do. They aren't joking when they said this game is short. Let me drink a bit, then let's continue. The cold water is good. Okay, let's continue. The year leading up to it was much like any other. The moments loop in Over's mind, ceaseless and rough as the river rapids. If they had known. Over is at the beach, they are guarding the spot Delaney claimed while she grabs snacks. Don't move an inch, she said. Over considers the blowing sands lifted by the chilly breeze coming over the water, then looks up to the clear skies. They wish they'd brought a book. They shiver slightly. Summer wasn't supposed to be so cold. This time, let's go after Delaney. Overeaters sets down their heads and throw some cheap sunglasses on top of it, hoping the combined weight won't be blown away. They take a second to admire their handiwork, then set off after Delaney. 2 minutes and 200 meters later, Over spots Delaney in a long ice cream line. She's balancing a melting slushy on a pizza box. She raises an eyebrow when she sees Over but still smiles. Some spot guard you are. Next time you can do all the fetching and I will take the easy job. Over smiles and picks up their pace to reach her. But they've been so lonely. But I was so lonely. I just couldn't bear another moment without you. Over past their eyelashes dramatically. Delaney rolls her eyes. If you talk like that, of course I'm going to cave. Over smiles. It's not my fault that you're predictable. Delaney narrows her eyes. You're pushing it, Sonnet. My bad. You're wonderful and wanted to experience the loveliness of waiting in line for food alongside you. She grins. That's more like it. She glances at the food in her hands. Why are you waiting? You're here waiting for me? You might as well help carry this. She hands off the food and Over laughs. I suppose this is my deserved punishment. Could they have shared more time together? Yeah, that is an interesting line. That is a really different to overcome. different things. Okay. Over reclines against the park bench. Delaney left to use the bathroom and Over's been conjuring small flames above their fingers to pass the time and keep the autumn chill at bay. The bench is hard and its seat awkwardly angled. Ophir shifts uncomfortably. They notice some movement in the corner of their eye and turn to see a sausage vendor. A sign proclaims the sale of homemade apple cider. This time, go get apple cider. Over gets up and stretches their arms up, loosening the stiffness inflicted by the bench. Delaney probably likes apple cider, but really, any excuse to leave the bench is a good one. The line at the cart is short. After a few minutes, Over returns to the bench holding 2 steaming paper cups. Delaney is back and is standing rather than confronting the bench. Over smiles and hurries over. Could they have stopped it? Ah, okay. Interesting. That is the other choices. That is a smaller choice. The other one is we create the spell together. Okay, next one. It's New Year's Eve and Over is at Abella's. They're chatting with Max about their new job. Corey comes by with champagne flutes. I don't know what Delaney is doing in the kitchen, but she's said to disturb her at your peril. Max laughs and takes the Proverbs class. We'll need to take a look then. Well, I will meet Max and storm the kitchen. Over grins. Absolutely. Max begins to run for the kitchen. I will sneak over. Wait, we need to mention the element of surprise if we don't want to be cursed. Max pauses. Good point. As they approach, Over notices a distortion around the doorway. She swatted it. Can you break it? Yes, I can. What do you take me for? Get me a candle in 5 minutes time, and this word is got on it. Max gives a mock salad and runs off. 5 minutes and 1 candle later. The kitchen door unlocks with a soft pop. Over and Max look at each other before Max grins and pushes it open. Delaney is standing in the middle of the room, hands covered in glitter, raising an unimpressed eyebrow. Why am I not surprised? Over laughs. You were coding, Max. I just came to help with the words. She smiles back. Maybe I was. Max is over by the cauldron on Abella's stove. What is this? Then they notice the smell. Over takes a deep breath, sending berries on ozone. You didn't. I did. She said. And since you bargained, neither of you are getting any. It's a memory spell, Over explains to Max, who hadn't studied potions. One of friendship. It reminds of good times now past and solidifies the night you drink for you to cherish. It's a lot of work. That's so sweet, Delaney. Too bad you both won't be partaking of that, she sniffs. But Over is still smiling. They know that this time Delaney doesn't mean it. 1 candle wax cleanup later. Over was like, Delaney begrudgingly shares her potion. What follows is a night of reminiscence and wonder. It's a night that will stay with all of them for a very long time. Is everything inevitable? There's fresh tulips on the windowsill. Delaney brought them over. She said they were the first blooms of the year. She left a few minutes ago and Over is cleaning up the dishes from their shared lunch. They had bickered. Amicably over lunch. Delaney pestering Over about their love of bad movies and Over calling out her love of other, equally bad movies. The room feels emptier now that she's gone. I see. I can see well. Now I can see what happens. Back then, on the previous one, I didn't realize that this making monster is. Let's call her. Over picks up the phone and rings Delaney. She picks up after a few seconds than usual. Sorry, I couldn't find my headphones. What's up? I was just thinking of you and wanted to chat a bit longer. She laughs. You're seeing on me on Thursday. The two chat for the rest of her trip home. They discuss an album release, a controversial new tone line, and the merits of fragrant flowers in strength increasing potions. But Thursday never comes. Over what sea delayed me again? Yeah, there must be something happening in between those. And yeah, the first one is more hurting because they never called them after the earthquake. A month passes. There are many monsters in our stories. Some come from folklore and seek to tempt, harm, or devour. Others come from history. They have already tempted, harmed, and devoured stories. All stories are true, but to a degree which may vary. And like all stories, this one is true in all the ways that matter. It's a story with a villain who tempts and harms and devours. All monsters leave scars upon us, though the scars themselves vary. And these scars sometimes birth their own monsters. Monsters born of our skin, of our pain, of our isolation. Let's do the birth. Monsters born of us contains us within them. Their eyes are mirrors and we tremble in their sight. Sometimes we create the monster. Sometimes we become it. Our sonnet has a raw and angry scar. It itches and bleeds their soul. No matter how they howl, it will not cease its scratching. Then one day, Over has been shut in their room for a month. They have not eaten a proper meal in more than a week. They have only drunk water under extreme duress. Today, Over opens the door to their room of their own volition, a rare occurrence their friends will be equally excited and nervous about, and stumbles from its dark depths with a dehydrated wobble to their step. Fumbling for some scrap paper and tearing off the lid to a pen, Over drops onto a stool and begins to sketch. Fervor and ink splatter onto page after page in unsteady strokes. Hours later, after hours during which friends come over and find Over are relieved to see them out of their room, and then distraught again to find Over unable to turn himself from work. Over holds up a final page of formulas and diagrams, exclaim in triumph. Yes, it can be done! Over almost bounces from the stool, but they lack the energy or coordination. Instead, they settle for lifting the page up, beaming at their work. What can be done? Over jumps at the sound, almost falling over in the process. They had not noticed that a friend had crept into their kitchen while they worked. Abella leans out from the doorway, mixing bowl in hand, trying to hide her worry behind a smile. Over does not try to hide their rising excitement. Oh, Abella, they say, I am going to make something unlike anything I've made before. Abella continues stirring, waiting. She has played this game before. Make something horrific. I'm making something horrific. Abella raises an eyebrow. Tell her the truth. I'm making a monster. The end. That is really interesting prologue. Like, we got two sides of things when we chose the different choices, and we know about their relationship and their connection with their friends. and implied that there is something happening to Delaney on that Thursday that makes the main character is very desperate and depressed and want to make a monster. Yeah, this is just my this is just my prediction, but maybe the main character over in this case wants to make something like a revive Delaney or make a homunculus or something like that, which is from some part is a monster. We will not know what it is until the game releases, so if you want to see how it is, please wishlist this game. As they have said, thank you for playing. Consider a wishlist. We hope you enjoyed this prologue to I'm Making a Monster. Please leave a review letting us know what you think. Wishlisting helps us gain visibility and sends you a notification once the game launches. We are a 2-person team, help with our dogs. So yeah, that is what you can do to wishlist this game. This demo is not out yet. The public demo will be out on 16th December. So if you want to play it, you can go there on 16th December to play this one. But yeah, this is a really neat little game from from the studio, from Andrew Sherman and Nes Wandita, those two. Thank you them for making this game. I will play another of their game too sometime. There is another of their game on a demo. I will try to play them if the time provides for me later on, but not now. Now this is just a quick small stream, less than 40 minutes. I may want to stream again maybe later on, but for now this should be a good one to end the stream. Thank you for joining me with this short stream, and thank you again for being here. And as always, good morning, after evening, everyone. I'm Fios from Rebel Gaming Channel, and see you soon. Goodbye, nyan and take care. See you. Let me check if there is someone that I can rate. I don't think there is someone that I can rate on this time though, but I will just check. I don't think I have someone that I know that I can rate today, so that should be okay for today. And yeah, I will just end the stream after the song ends. So see you when I see you later, and thank you. See you soon. And hello Umi, sorry we are ending. Yeah, this is a really quick game, the small one. Maybe I will try to stream or play something again later on the night, but we'll see. Okay, no worries. Thank you a lot Umi.